Sister Shalante, I just want y'all to witness this. That's it, Pastor Mo. I know what's going on. I guarantee you this. We're going to get this word out. If I was talking about football or who got the longest beard, they wouldn't bother me. If I was raising money, ripping the people off, they wouldn't stop me. Yeah, it boot everything. Everything just goes blank. And it is not my phone. Y'all know what to do now. There's nothing else I can say. Y'all know what to do. Y'all know what to do. And we got to do it quickly. Sister Juanita, thank you for coming back. Sister Lewis, you see this, right? I keep telling y'all. It'd be okay, Pastor Chris. It'd be all right. Thank you, Brother Derek Hood. You already got it. I'm not saying it. I'm just about tired of saying it. Share and invite quickly. Cut off the music. No problem. Let's try that. Let's try that. Even though I'm willing to try anything, Sister Niece, even though we play the music every single week. Let's try that. Now we got to do something about all of these other shared videos in circulation. You know what I'm noticing? New people are coming each time. God knows what he's doing. Come on in the house. Good morning. Good morning. This is the third time we've attempted to go live. The third. Maybe, Pastor, that may be what, I don't know. I got a better idea what I think is going on. Come on back, y'all. I know the devil is thinking, man, we got him, but you don't know who I serve. You can't know the God I serve, and you clearly don't know how long I've been walking with him. I know who he is, and I'm so grateful today that greater is he that is in me than all of the devils that work the lines, the powers of the air, the principalities. They are bound, and we do have the victory in Jesus' name. Back again, Need Love, come on back. I'm sorry you had to experience this. This don't normally happen. You know how they say on the movie, I usually don't do this on the first date. I don't. We're going to make it happen. God's going to give us the strength to make it happen. Yeah, we usually don't do this on the first date for those that are first timers, but you can understand the importance of the information I'm putting out. Right, but even if it starts over, brother, that is the dilemma. The numbers are coming. I don't have to say anything. You have to invite your whole friends list. We can do it quickly. If everybody just right now go and invite your whole friends list, this will be done. And we can start right now. Yeah, that's how it works, Sister Ashley Watts. That's exactly how it goes down. You already know, Brother Reuben. I love y'all. Let me just say that. I love each and every one of y'all. We're real. This is uncut. And we're family. And if God be before us, then tell me again, who can be against us? Greater and mighty is the Lord our God. That time it paused me, but it didn't kick me out. Good morning, Sister Lisa Street. Good morning, y'all. Like and share with everybody, please. Yeah, I'm crazy about y'all. I'm going to tell you that right now. I've become attached to y'all. On Wednesdays, it's all about God and his people. For real. Someone is very mad at me, Sister Evan. I'm going to tell you about it in just a minute. Evangelist, yes. Mother Jones' daughter, hello. Yes, tell her, give her our love. give her my love and the church's love. Let her know that we love her and we love you too. Thank you for tuning in. Sister Muffin Cox, you doing it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's going down. We're at 50 that quick. We're at 50. God ain't going to let it go down until it's right. And when we get finished, we're going to have more views than we ever had. Write it down. When we get finished, it's going to share like it has never been shared before. Because now we all know that the enemy don't want it to be heard. So that ought to give us motivation to do our part and to simply click the button. That's all. Thank you, Sister Ebony. Thank you, Sister Letitia T.D. Gales. Thank you. Thank you. Come on in. We're going to get this done. If we have to meet somewhere and do it in person, we're going to get it done. I may have to eventually go to Instagram, but a lot of these folk don't have Instagram. And my Instagram is I use it very limited. Don't have a lot going on there. Brother Leroy, you doing it, man. I appreciate you. But you have no idea the people that you're getting ready to help. Thank you. Shout out to all 12 of those that came with Brother Leroy. Now just imagine if 12 more people did what Leroy did. That's all I'm saying, Brother Hood. Good morning, Leslie Atkins Moody. Shout out to Minister JT for the invite, no doubt. Brother Lolo said, I got 5 on here. You got 5 on it. Let's go. I'm not even going to play any music. We're going to get this information out. Let me start by saying good morning. For those that are coming in, I'm sorry I couldn't lay out the pretty address, the pretty formal welcome. But let me just say this. For the last 10 weeks, if you've been listening to our Warfare Wednesday, we have been putting out information by the boatload. It is life-changing information. It is not your regular run-of-the-mill religious church garbage. I already knew the enemies that were going to act up. I had a conversation with one of my pastor friends the other day, and it's funny, I don't know if he was listening, but I told him that the Lord had given me a name of a person that was going to be in opposition. And I don't know if he's on here. I told him I already knew the spirit. I saw the spirit. It's a heavy Jezebel spirit. But we recognize it and we ask that God would send out right now the same warring angels, the dogs, to sniff out Jezebel today and to do it even in your life. That's right. Thank y'all so much. Come on back in. We're going to try it this way. This is no lie. If y'all can get past, you know why I normally don't do this? If you get Pastor Marvin Green, and he won't say who, I actually saw him and told him the person that I expected to get confrontation from. Okay? This is no lie. On Sunday evening, I saw him at after service Sunday evening, late Sunday evening. I saw him and him and his beautiful wife, and I shared with them what to look for. What to look for. So we already know the enemies that are praying and that are upset and jealous and envious and all those different things. God is moving anyway. Help is on the way. I received that. Sister Lima Lim, I received that. The angels are on the way. We get ready to have, I believe it today, smooth sailing in Jesus' name. So come on in the house. We want to say welcome. Now listen, by show of hands, how many of you all were able to check out? I just want to spend about 5 to 10 minutes dealing with this one issue, and then I'm going to leave it alone. Okay? And yes, for those that inbox me, I got on my PlayStation hat since preachers want to play games. Since y'all want to play games, here you go. Press square, triangle, X, and circle. There you go. Now, Sister Ebony says, it's funny how they talk so bad about me, but everything I heard, because I keep telling you, Sister Ebony, you'll know who's preaching what Jesus preached, because if they preach what Jesus preached, they will find themselves being crucified. No disrespect, but if everybody love your pastor, love your preacher, he can't be saying what Jesus said. The Bible said, Jesus said, if they hated me, they will hate you also. They got to talk bad to me. Or maybe it is a Nintendo hat. Never mind. Either way you playing. No. All of them play games. Yeah, I give it real. That's why they hate me. They hate me because they can't stop me. They could stop me. They could stop inviting me to their churches. They can try to put me out of their conferences. They can keep me out of their little unions. But what they can't do is stop this, because y'all are here. Thank you, Deacon Jamal Harris. I figured you would help me. PlayStation. Since everybody like to play games, here you go. Now, let me just say this. Everybody that saw exactly an invite all button. And for you to say that, Brother CD, that means you've really been inviting people. To everybody that saw the debate that took place last Saturday, I got to spend 8 minutes talking about that before I get into the real truth that's going to blow y'all mind today. If you saw it, could you just please comment me, or you saw it? Everyone that saw it. I just saw Pastor Green come in. If y'all don't believe me, Pastor Green, I didn't put anything that we talked about out there, of course. But I warned you about a particular spirit that I told you would probably give you some trouble and give me some trouble. And I'm telling you right now, I seen it today. It's just like prophecy. There's no way I would have known. But we already saw that Jezebel spirit last Sunday evening. And just like clockwork, before I could get started, I saw it just as clear as day. Okay, y'all saw it? Saw some of it? Okay. Now, I'm going to tell y'all the real true story quickly. Okay, I'm not going to be long. Kevin Stokes said he watched all 3 parts. Shout out to Brother Kevin Stokes, making the best lunch and dinner and preparing the best meals in town. From what I hear, now it's time for me to spend some money with him and support that brother. Yeah, Pastor Green, already, Pastor Green. Already, God ain't no joke, man. He speaks to his people. Believe that. He speaks to his people. He warns his people. Sister Steph Kizzy says she saw it. Brother Derek Thornhill, good morning. So let me tell y'all what's going on. Now, for those that saw it, you already know that I was unbelievably, and I'm going to say this, Lolo, at the barbershop. For those that saw it, and for those that know and have followed my history, until the present, you all know that I do have a past history of finding myself in many debates, controversial issues, okay? Whether it be by way of radio, please, y'all don't stop sharing and liking, keep going. Whether it's by radio, Rashad Jenkins is here. He was in charge, I believe, of the barbershop that day. This is good, okay? Sister TT just said it. I remain very humble. Pastor Green just said it, unbelievably humble, okay? I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell y'all how it happened, okay? Because everything took place on Friday. I'm going to give it to you straight, then I'm going to move on to some good stuff, okay? I just want to nip this in the bud one good time. Now, last Friday, I went to go get my hair cut. What hair I have left, I went to go get a line. I saw everybody talking about beards, so I said, don't cut this. Let me try to see if I can't get. All right, you get me. Now watch this. As I'm sitting in the barbershop, one of the young brothers, good brother, comes in, and as always, we're feeding the people in the barbershop. Rashad Jenkins said that's the best he ever seen me behave, and that's the truth. But again, minding my own business, and we begin to have a discussion about the Bible. A young minister, I'm not going to name his name. A young minister who is on my friends list, he began to question me from a debate, almost like a very debating or argumentative, should I say, position. And that's cool. I'm cool with that. I want y'all to know I'm not complaining. I'm with it. I'm with the foolishness sometimes, believe that. And so it was all done in love, as we do at the barbershop. Our Keys Barbershop down on 9 Mile Road, across from Howard Springs High School. I'm there every Friday. Okay? So while I'm there, this young preacher begins to take me on different issues. Okay, just to give you a rundown, this young preacher, that's right, praise God, Sister Ebony, that this young preacher began to kind of challenge me. Now, I wasn't going to say this like this, but I got to say it this way today because I don't have time to play or kill. I took the young man to school. That's what I did. I took the young man to school. I did it in love, but I took him to school. And I think it hurt his feelings because of course, he couldn't answer not one question. He couldn't respond. We locked him up. We sent the blitz, and he could do nothing with the Bible, of course. Now, I'm not even talking about, this ain't Saturday, y'all. I'm talking about what started the debate for Saturday. This was a minister. I am not talking about the pastor from the barbershop. I'm trying to tell y'all what happened. Okay? I haven't even gotten to the pastor yet. So, after I finished, Rashad Jenkins is right here on Friday. I'm thinking that the young man left out of the shop and that he was gone because people in the barbershop literally were getting out of the chair and laughing and leaving because you know how brothers can be. The testosterone kicks in and everybody's looking at him. And the young man couldn't hold his own. And I wasn't trying to destroy him. I've talked with this young man before. I believe God has great things for him. Okay? But he challenged me, and I told him in the shop that day, I said, today, I'm not going to let you get away. He put up $300 cash and all this stuff in front of everybody. I said, now I got to spank you. I've got to spank you. Respectfully, I got to spank you. Now, after I finished, everybody's laughing and pointing, and you know how people do. Ooh, you know how when it's a good old fight. And he walks out. So bless his heart. I'm thinking, yes. I'm going to answer the question. Yes. Go get him a Father's Day. You ought to get me a Father's Day card. Yes, he was son. Now, enough of that. Y'all cut it out. He went outside for about maybe 5 minutes, I would say. I got people that were in the shop here, including the barber, who is, by the way, not a supporter of mine in particular. Don't come to the Word Church at all. Okay? Pastor Chris crazy. Poor tick. Now, guess what he did, y'all? Guess what he did? Okay? Yeah, he pulled out 300. Well, he never pulled it out. He said he'll raise 300 and he'll provide it. Now, we never did all that because, of course, he would have been minus 300 quick. But anyway, it's not about that. I'm just telling you what happened. I'm not saying this is what it should be or shouldn't. This is what happened. Now, Rashad said, that's Rashad Jenkins, y'all. He's the barber that was in charge, not a member of my church. Don't come to my church. I don't even think he's even been to the building where we at. We've been there for years. So, I say that to say this. He left out of the shop and he came back in. We thought he was gone. He had a phone in his hand and he was walking very confidently. So I'm wondering what happened, you know. He has restored his confidence quickly. And to make a long story short, what took place is he called his pastor. Now I want you to hear this. Here's a grown man minister, a minister. He got served. We served him some good old homemade truth. And so he got on the phone. We thought he was gone. He called his pastor. So then everybody in the barbershop said, go ahead, man. You call your big brother to the fight and all this kind of stuff. You know, just joking. It was nothing malicious. We were all joking. So he puts the pastor on speakerphone. And as he puts the pastor on speakerphone, I said, hold on for a minute. I said, who is that? He says, he wants to speak. And I said, well, who is it? This is my pastor. I said, well, I got to be honest. God forgive me. I said, this nigga done called his pastor. Got to keep it real. Okay? I got one thing to say. The listener will not be denied. I got to keep it real. Okay? Yes, Rashad Jenkins, he called his big brother to the bus stop. His pastor. No problem. So, can y'all believe it? I actually went into shy mode. When the pastor got on the phone, Rashad Jenkins is the barber, I said, I don't want to debate his pastor. I don't want to talk to his pastor. Can y'all believe it? I wasn't looking for a fight. I said, I just want to get my hair cut and enjoy my Friday. I'm young. I'm going to have a fresh line. I'm single, and I'm going to enjoy my Friday. I don't have time for this. I'm not with it today. Anyway, he puts it on speaker. They cut the TV off in the barbershop. The pastor, I'm just telling y'all the story. I'm going to get to the truth in a minute. The pastor then starts to teach over the phone. Then the barbershop turned on me. The barbershop turned on me and said, I know you ain't going to let that preacher, he done went and called his pastor. His pastor said you could come over to his Sabbath day service and debate him and this, that, and the third. And I'm sitting there like, why y'all doing this to me? Why don't y'all let me? I have become a new and improved nice pastor. I'm now a nice pastor. I don't bother people. I just hang in there. I just love on people. I'm a love preacher. I just hug people and love them and encourage them. That's all I do now. That's all I do. So he starts mouthing off, talking about, I know you ain't going to back down. And I ain't going to lie. I got to keep it real. Instigators. You got it, Sister Kizzy. I took the old hook and bait. I fell for the okie doke, the fake out. Okay? I fell for the fake out. Now, I told him because I had my son's football game the next Saturday morning. Okay, I'm a father. I'm doing everything I can. I said, listen, I can't come to your Sabbath day. I said, well, what are we going to do with it? I said, well, after the game, maybe we can come to the shop and talk. Lo and behold, y'all, before I can get out of there, yeah, Brother Rashad, you helped instigate it, and you know how to get to me because you grew up one door down from me. Okay? So I agreed to meet his pastor there. Now, I didn't know it was going to be this serious. Before I got out of the barbershop, they had already tagged me, took a picture of my face, and put it up. Yeah, I'm a love preacher, Brother James. But anyway, they put a picture of me and put a picture of him. They took my picture when I'm in the car with my shade, my sunglasses on. I'm cooling, Got him looking like a preacher that love God. Got me looking like it's Friday night, but whatever. So I ain't tripping because you see how you see me. That's what you get. Now, he tagged me immediately. No problem. Okay? The pastor did not hear the original discussion. So, but he agreed that he could bring clarity to help his minister. Brother Kevin said, I'll never have another peaceful Friday. All right, I'm coming, y'all. I'm coming. All right, I'm trying to tell y'all because I didn't mention any of this. I was going to let it go. I was going to let him go. Invite everybody. You have to do it all over again. My mama's back in the house. Come on in, Sister Harris, Sister Shirley Scarborough, Evangelist Scarborough. Come on in and invite everybody again. Now watch this. So I go to my son's football game. Good morning, Sister Layla. I go to my son's football game. They go into what should have been overtime. That becomes an issue. It's about 2 o'clock. I'm over Southside in Blackwell. I'm telling y'all, I keep it real. I'm in Blackwell at the football field. I rush my son off the field to take him to his mother. As I'm taking him to his mother, I'm trying to get to the barbershop on time. Now, I get to the barbershop. Before I go in the barbershop, I went and asked the brother, the preacher. Let me show y'all how I handle things. I asked the pastor when he walked in, I said, let's go outside like men and discuss how we're going to do this. So when we walked outside, I told him, God bless you, Pastor. I said, listen, I don't come in any way but a way that is truthful. I told him that he had already expressed he did not want to debate me. And I didn't blame him. Don't debate me. Okay? But when the brother came to me, he came so humble. I'm talking about the pastor now. That at that point, I said, maybe this brother really is about getting the truth out to the people. Okay? So we agree and shake hands that we're not going to debate each other. We're just going to present some information for the benefit of the listeners. So we go into it. And then from that point, y'all saw it. Now, let me explain this to you. It would have taken me no time. Okay? It would have taken me no time. I walked in. I didn't have anything with me. I had been sweating. My clothes were sticking to me. I didn't have anything with me. I didn't even bring my Bible with me. God forgive me. I didn't have anything. True story. I walk in. He comes in. We shake hands. We start the dialogue. Okay? And I'm going to talk about the word debate because Brother CD pointed out something very good very key. Something that was very key about what the definition of a debate is. Okay, so now, for those that watched it, and it's still on there, we talked about heaven. We talked about heaven. My position is nobody is in heaven. I mopped the floor. Now, I wasn't going to say this at first. I want you to hear this. I mopped the floor with him. He couldn't answer. I did it so nice, I gave him double the time I took to talk. For anybody that watched it, we did not split the time fairly. Okay? He had double the time to talk. He had a large tablet that he was doing research on while we was there. And I'm standing there sweating, scrambling, tired as a junkyard dog. And I don't have any notes. I don't have anything. And he's searching through the tablet. No problem. Search on, Pastor. Search on. So we go from that to tithing. Now, we go through the whole tithing thing. I'm petting him, because preachers already are, a lot of them, not all of them, a lot of them won't come anywhere near me in that type of in that type of setting. So I'm petting this pastor. I'm petting him, okay? So he won't get upset. He won't leave. He won't get scared. The leader of the barbershop, Rashad Jenkins, who's on right now, had a talk with me and asked me to please don't scare the guy away. The whole barbershop asked me not to scare the preacher away, kind of slow walk it. And I agreed. So for those that wonder why I was because the brother told me he didn't want any problems. He just wanted to share with the people. And I'm thinking that's a good thing. Okay? Oh, they're watching right now, most certainly. Now, I want you to get this. This is all true facts. After it was over, he proved nothing. And if you see the video, it's on there. He proved not one. We talked about heaven. We talked about how God created Adam and Eve. And we talked about tithing. And tithing, he backpedaled better than Deion Sanders. I'm just being honest. Coming off the corner, prime time, during prime time. He sidestepped like R. Kelly in a Happy People video. Truth be told. They hate the topic about tithing. And let me tell you what happened. So after it was over, oh my goodness, the brother came to me. I came to him. I spoke very humbly to him as he spoke to me. And he kept walking over, just kind of explaining and talking about this. And he also shared about him having his Hebrew class and conference and all this other stuff. And I'm saying, okay. I left. Okay? As we left, later that evening, I received inboxes from him. I still have the inboxes where he's saying, get in touch with me is important, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, Deacon Shea was there. He was very humble afterwards. And so was I. Okay? So, and I got to get to the end of this because we got to get to some teaching. So after this, he inboxing me. I have the inboxes. I have no reason to lie. Mess around with me because I don't play politic games with these preachers or nobody else who don't want to be men that want to act like suckers. I'm 100% man at all time, and I've never been raised to operate like that. I had love for the brother and respect for the brother, and I thought we had come to an agreement. But he pulled a 52 fake out. So let me get my inbox up quickly. I tell you what, I have the inbox, but I won't show it. Okay? I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt and not do that. Now, I'm almost done. Yes, we talked for 30 minutes afterwards. I was tired and wanted to go. I won't tire you. I was tired. You know, like you wash clothes? I was tired. Now, again, he sent me these inboxes, and let me make sure I'm reading it right. He asked me to hold off on putting the DVD out, saying we should do it again. Okay, I'm paraphrasing. With better cameras, and he's coming. I mean, he's really anxious to say, okay, he said it's urgent. It's urgent that we don't put it out. It's urgent that we don't put it out. Now, I'm wondering, what is it so urgent about? We were in the shop. His minister was recording on his phone. One of the brothers who from our church, one of the deacons, Deacon Shay, was holding my phone. And that's all we had. Okay? His minister filmed the whole debate. I'm not going to put his minister name out there, but he is my friend. Now, I didn't get back with him in time enough, clearly. And I think what happened is everybody went home humble and nice. Can I tell y'all what I did? I don't know who caught this. I erased all the videos off my page. Did y'all notice that? On Saturday evening, I erased all videos off my page. I erased all videos off my page on Saturday because I already could tell that the preacher didn't feel good about it, and I wasn't there to destroy him. I was there to build with my brother, real talk. When a man tell me he don't want it, I'm not a bully. I am not a bully. Now, if he want it, I got to give it all to him, 100%, like I'm doing it for TV. But if a man say he don't want it, then I got to do that. You saw it? Yes. I started erasing the videos, but by that time, they was already being shared. Now, what I think happened, what I believe happened is he went back and saw the videos and saw y'all's comments. And I think pride messed with him. So then he woke up Monday morning and put up this post. He puts up this post about how he wasn't prepared and all this other stuff. An admission to guilt. That's what it was. It was an admission to guilt that he had taken a loss. A L. Matter of fact, two of them. LL. He's LL Cool J now. Now, listen good. I want you to get this. I went on there and I said, Pastor, this is not what we talked about. This, that, and the other. I still did not make a scene. I erased everything. I left it. I come back today and I told everybody on Warfare Wednesday I was going to discuss the truth of what happened. Because let me tell y'all what happened. What happened is one of the ministers, I was at church teaching Bible study last night. So you know I wasn't watching live. I was not watching his thing live. I was at church teaching Bible study. Okay? Anybody need proof? There was a number of people there. They tell me that he did I saw a little bit of the clip. He did a video PowerPoint presentation explaining himself about me. Now, I thought we weren't debating. I thought there wasn't none of that going on. And he was talking trash. I mean, when he was in front of his people, he was having a ball. So I said, no problem. He did he pulled the old-fashioned trick on me. He said, let's be friends. Let's sit down and relax and be buddies. And after that, you know what he did to me? He tried to jump on me and started hitting me while I was there in a moment of peace. So I let him know today, and I'm letting him know now. I haven't called his name yet because he didn't call my name. He comes from the politicians' world where they do subliminals and where they dance around. I don't like that, but that's why I'll do what you all. I will. When you're in Rome, do as the Romans do. So I'm not going to call your name. Plus, I don't want to make you famous. I don't want to give you any. I don't want to get you lit, as the young people say. I want you to stay right there where you are. Hidden, if you will. Okay? Now, yeah, I can't respect that. Because anybody who knows me knows that I went out of my way to be there to push my brother up. I even put a post up thanking him for coming out for the people, having the guts to come and all of that. Y'all saw it. Now, I got to get off of this, y'all. Now his pride been messed with because y'all start, and see, it's really y'all fault. Blame yourself. All of y'all start putting them comments up while we was on there. Get him out of here. Y'all throwing fruits, canned sodas at the man, tomatoes, telling him get out of here. He don't know what he doing and all of that. And then it messed with the man's pride. And a lot of people, see, from, in the hood, I used to be in the hood. And when we used to be in the hood, a lot of people got hurt and killed behind pride, feeling like somebody played them. That's what happened to him. Now, all of a sudden, this morning, he ready to debate me. He's prepared. Well, let me just tell you this, Pastor. I don't want to debate you. I don't want to debate you. You didn't want to debate when you came. I don't know why you need to prepare for things that we talked about, which were basic tenets to what we believe. You are a pastor. You collect tithes every Sunday or Saturday or whenever. You're taking the people's money and they standing up when you walk in. Surely you are equipped to give an answer for the hope that lies within. You should have got prepared before you took the title pastor. You should have been prepared before you called yourself a minister. The truth is, ain't no time to get prepared now. And you had a ball last night. You had your PowerPoint video presentation. You got your graphics flowing through. Very smart, man. But at the end of the day, it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. And I got it right now. Okay? What's up, Doc? Now, I just want to lay this out to everybody. I'm not calling this man's name. And I'm hoping that he'll leave it right here. He probably won't. I would love to know who his bishop is. Because if I can find out who his bishop is, I'll go to his bishop and I'll tell his bishop, come get your son before he brings embarrassment to everything y'all stand for. Okay? So if anybody knows who his bishop is, let me know. In case he gets out of hand, I can let his bishop know. So his bishop can reprimand him and put him in the corner. Because his minister it's his minister's fault he got in trouble. And now I'm going to take it up another level into the hierarchy, into the channel of commands. Okay? And I'm going to say to his bishop, come get your son. Come get your boy. Okay? Now, I might need to get with you on that, Sister Wise. Now, I'm telling y'all this now. By the way, I don't even know how to do that. PowerPoints and all that. I'm very computer illiterate. Now, I spent enough time talking about this. But I wanted y'all to know that my heart's desire was to be there for this brother and to walk out with class and dignity. I'm a love preacher now. I keep telling y'all that. I'm a love preacher. There is no need for a debate, of any further debate with him. Brother, take what you have, what's left, and walk away quiet. That's all. And I won't mention you or bother you. And I say, brother, I pray that God will lead you into truth. Okay? That's it. Now, you did your little presentation. I'm doing mine. We're even. I'm not saying nothing else. Because again, I don't want to give you life. Okay? I want you to stay over there in your ball of confusion. Because this brother, I'm not even going to mention the fact that when he did his PowerPoint presentation, he didn't deal with tithing. He somehow forgot to talk about that. He doesn't see, I should have said this Saturday, but that's what I get for being nice. I'm not that good at it. I'm just learning. And what I'm telling you is this. He jumped all around because the truth is he knew he didn't have any position to be teaching people that and demanding them to pay tithes. So he bounced around and he danced around and avoided the topic. Yeah, Sister Unique Winston, keep listening to me on Wednesdays. I'm going to explain to you about tithing as well. I've been trying to stay out of the way of church folks. That's why when I've been coming on Warfare Wednesdays, I haven't been talking about tithing. I haven't been talking about heaven and all that. I've been talking about the government and witchcraft and things of that nature. Just kind of getting my feet wet again. Okay? The last time I talked about tithing, a radio station in Richmond kicked me off, railroaded me, and a preacher paid $25,000 under the table to get me taken off the radio. So I tried to just be calm. I'm a love preacher. That's the word of the day. I'm a love preacher now. But every time I go minding my business, here come one of these novices. Here comes one of these premature babes that have the title pastor or minister and want to get in the ring and step up to someone who has done his due diligence. That's not a wise thing to do. Now, any questions? I got to move on to some heavy stuff. Okay? Yeah, he didn't want to talk about it. Okay? No. And I'm going to just say this because I got people wondering what's going on with tithing. I am telling you now, and I'm going to say this one time. I have done this many times. I used to get on the radio and I used to put $1,000 on the line. Ask anybody. I put $1,000. You know why I did that? Not because I'm rich, because I'm not. Not because I'm showboating or trying to be big shot. I'm not. I put $1,000 on the line on the radio many times just because I know preachers love money and they're greedy. And I said, if there's any way they could get it, they surely going to call in and get it. Nobody has ever proven me otherwise that we should not be demanding or collecting tithes in 2017. And if we need to talk about that, just put that in the request box. We'll get to that very shortly. Okay? So now I need to switch modes. Everybody okay? Now let's stop and let's switch modes because we need to get to what's important. The information that got everybody in an uproar. And so I'm asking everybody right now to share right now and like and invite, just like we're starting brand new. Do it now. Quickly. Quickly. If y'all can hear me, let me know y'all are still there. Comment. Does everybody understand what happened? Okay? Now, if I can get 5 to 10 people right now to comment, I'm not scared. I ain't scared. Something like that. Or bring it. Okay? Bring it. Thank you, Sister Renata. Sister Renata Jones, thank you. If y'all would comment, bring it, or I ain't scared, I'm going to get Minister Sims. God bless you. I'm going to give you all some information that you all are going to have to now meet me halfway. Okay? I hope that I have at least earned your confidence. Thank you, Brother Leroy, that I have earned your confidence. Pastor Moore said he ain't scared. Shout out to New Kingdom. Shout out to Anointed Worship Center. And congratulations to Anointed Worship Center who will be in their new building on Chalfont Drive this Sunday. Shout out to them. Okay? Let me just say this. I want you to hear this and hear this well. I'm going to say some stuff today that's going to hit a nerve. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. I'm going to say some things today that even my friends, even some of our church folks are going to shake your head and say, that ain't right. What I need you to do and what I need you to remember is that things don't work the way we think they work. Police are not who we think they are. Politicians don't do what we think they do. Banks don't do what we think. I'm going to talk about that today too, if I can get to it. Okay? Let me check my time. Oh gosh. Okay, I'm running out of time. Now, so everybody is up in arms, okay? Everybody is up in the air, so to speak, because of this new President Trump ordeal with the players, the NFL players taking a knee, standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. Now, let me just say this off top. This ain't nothing new to the Word Church. 7-8 years ago, we demanded that no American flag, which is not even a real flag, I'm going to tell you about that in a minute, should be in a church. Now, I'm guilty of the stuff I talk about, most of it. So I'm not talking down on anybody. All I'm saying to those who are listening, ministers, pastors, preachers, everybody, when you find out better, just do better. That's what I had to do. Okay? Now, I need y'all to get this. Sister Ebony said, don't surprise me. Well, good, because you're going to need for what I'm getting ready to tell you. Now, I told my church there should never be an American flag in any church that served the true and the living God. The American flag, I told him years ago. My son is now in the 4th grade. I told them years ago at the Word Church and on the radio, my son not allowed to say the Pledge of Allegiance. And if you saved people should never say a pledge because it's a sin to even say a pledge. Did you know that? It's a sin to pledge or make an oath. Oh, I'm about to get it in, Sister Shug. Don't even worry about it. Did you know the Bible forbids us of giving or making a pledge or oath? Now, I'm going to spend 2 minutes on this. I pledge allegiance. The word allegiance means, listen good, the word allegiance means to give your all. For all of y'all that's pledging your allegiance, you simply now have sinned double. Because you pledge, which is what the Bible teaches not to do, your allegiance. Your allegiance. Okay? Yes, Sister Kelly, that's scripture. It is a sin to pledge or to swear. That's right. When I go to court, I don't swear. I affirm. If I do that. Okay? Yes, Timothy Harris, no church should, and that's why I laugh when people say things like this. They say there's a separation between church and state. Okay? The separation between church and state is a joke. Because if there was a separation, you wouldn't have a Bible in the courtroom and you wouldn't have a flag in the church. And you wouldn't have In God We Trust on the money. If there was a separation between church and state. So never mind all that. You can miss me with the foolishness. Now, I'm getting ready to get into some good stuff. So, we at the Word Church never had an American flag. Which, by the way, is not a flag. It's a banner. You see, corporations don't have flags. They have advertising banners. And that thing you call a flag is not really a flag. It's a banner. And that's why we sing the Star Spangled Banner. But anyway, I just thought I would just drop that little bit on you. Now, I pledge allegiance to the flag and for which it stands. What does it stand for? It stands for enslavement of people of color. It stands for 2 men kissing, 2 women rubbing up against each other till they make a fire. It stands for abortion. It stands for injustice. And listen, your Justice Department is called the Criminal Justice Department. The criminal, what? Did you know that? That's not a coincidence. It's called the Criminal Justice. And I promise you, those are, listen to me good, it's called the Criminal Justice Department. But anyway, let me get to the real meat. So now, everybody is talking about these athletes. I have proven to you, for those that I knew, go back and get my last 3 videos. Good morning, Sister Deontay Clement. Listen good. Go back and get my last video. Yeah, it's called the Star Spangled Banner. It's not a flag. Corporations have banners. You know, come visit us at whatever the advertisement is displaying. Now, watch this. Okay? I want you to get this. All of this stuff that's going on in the news, from Kanika Jenkins, listen good, to all of the police brutality. I need you to hear me and hear me out. To all of the police shootings, Sterling, Trayvon, all of them. Good morning. From San Antonio, welcome. I need y'all to hear me. Because everything I say, I'm the one pastor that begs you to go research and come back to me. So I'm telling you to check what I'm saying behind me. For those that have been watching my previous videos, I have already proven that all professional sports are scripted. They are fake. The best team don't really win. It is like soap operas. It is sports entertainment. Okay? I can't go back over that right now. And I told you that the Masons, on last week, I told you that the Masons, Freemasonry, controls every major genre that deals with entertainment and information in the world. From movies to television to school to sports, you name it, to food and beverage. Okay? Sports Illustrated. That's right. That's good, Brother Michael. Now watch this. I can explain for you, but I'm running out of time. Y'all tired yet? Okay. Now, I explained to you certain numbers, and one day I'll do a teaching on the numbers. No, everybody don't know that by now, Sister Pope, because if they did, they wouldn't be screaming at the TV and losing their mind over something that's already scripted. If you're going to watch football, watch it for entertainment like you do when you're watching Victor sleeping around on the soap operas with whoever's wife or whatever they do on the soaps. Because that's what it is. It's soaps. Now, I need you to get this. I told everybody on my series called Unplugged, go to my website. Go to my website, PastorRob.us, and get the series called Unplugged. Download Unplugged. I explained to you that everything is about racial tension. Okay? Racial tension. Tell them cut the check. Now, so what they want to do is they want to push racial tension. And that's what fans are, Jonathan Minor, Minister Minor, fanatics. That's what fans stand for, fanatics. And fanatics are people who don't care about the facts. They are overzealous followers who care less about the facts. They simply support from an overzealous, ignorant position. Okay? Now, stay with me. Thank you, Sister Letitia. I need you to get this. For those that watch my last videos, I showed you how the Super Bowls all were rigged. I showed you the numbers. So go back and watch it. Okay? That's right, Sister Brittany Bell. Brother Austin Wright, thank you. Now watch this. I showed you how they took the Super Bowl of the Carolina Panthers playing against the Denver Broncos. Y'all remember that, right? I showed you the Carolina Panthers against the Denver Broncos, and I showed you how it was nothing but racial programming. And I'm going to explain in a little bit why they want racial tension to get worse. They don't want it to get better. Okay? I'll explain that. I explained to you that the Carolina Panthers has, watch this, a logo, an emblem, a mascot of a Black Panther. The Black Panther faced the white horse. For anybody who knows about white horse, it represents heroin and the KKK. So already they staged the Super Bowl. Don't nobody go nowhere. I'm going to put out some heavy information. I need y'all to like. Folks are not sharing and inviting and liking. Do it now. Because I'm getting ready to give y'all some crazy stuff that's true, that's going to blow your mind. And I'm going to say some stuff today that's going to make somebody get very mad with me. But it's going to bless you for those that love truth. Now watch this. So now you remember this. This is a quick recap. I explained to you how they took a black quarterback from the Carolina Panthers and put him against a white quarterback. Y'all remember, good old boy, Peyton Manning. Couldn't get no whiter than Peyton Manning. Can't get, listen to me good, no more urban, whatever those things mean, than Cam Newton. I explained to you that was racial divide. Now, for anybody that watches what I talk about, I tell people at Super Bowls, watch the halftime show. The halftime show is going to tell you what's going on with the game. People didn't believe me. I bet they believe me now. Now, Beyonce did the halftime show. I got to get through this, y'all. Come on. Beyonce did the halftime show, and she did a tribute to the Black Panthers. The Black Panthers that were popular or made popular in the 60s. The Black Panthers were led by a man named Huey Newton. Okay? Huey Newton. Watch this. Huey Newton, the leader of the Black Panthers. Well, the name of the quarterback of the Carolina Black Panther was Cam Newton. Okay? Notice that. The leader was Huey Newton. Now, why is this important? Because that Super Bowl, Beyonce got in trouble for doing a tribute to the Black Panthers because the Black Panthers and the Super Bowl were celebrating their anniversary at the same time. I think it was 1966. The first Super Bowl and the first, watch this, and the first year of the official year of the Black Panthers organization were shared. And the Super Bowl was in the Bay Area. The Super Bowl was in the Bay Area. It was in the Bay Area at the same time. Okay? Now, I'm not finished. I'm just trying to give you a recap on sports and how they interject, how they correlate, how they intertwine. Football, sports, entertainment, movies. I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to talk about Get Out a little bit today. I'm going to explain to you that these are not their real names. And I'm getting ready to make a statement. If I can get somebody to invite everybody, I'm getting ready to show y'all that the whole civil rights movement was a staged hoax. It was not for real. It was not for real. It was staged. And I'm going to explain to you how the whole civil rights movement, I know, see, y'all don't get mad. Let me finish. Now, good morning, Sister Aisha, pretty smile. Now, if you remember Cam Newton, now, same thing happened last year. I told him watch the Super Bowl halftime show. Deacon Shay is right there. I was at his house for the Super Bowl. He invited me. I don't have a whole lot of friends. He invited me over to his house for the Super Bowl. A lot of brothers were there. Shout out to everybody that was there that day. I told him, and Brother Shay knew, a few others, they knew that it was scripted for the New England Patriots, who, by the way, have been winning in a dynasty since the Patriot Act, and since 9/11, the Patriots have been unstoppable. And that is because it's scripted. Patriots, Patriot Act, 9/11, all of a sudden they become dominant. Listen good. Now, folks didn't want to pay me no attention. While I'm sitting in Brother Shay's floor, I told him that the Patriots would win. But if y'all can remember, all right, y'all, I'm about to turn up. If you can remember, Atlanta was up on the Patriots 25 or 28-3. 28-3. Okay? They were up on them 28-3. And I got to hurry up, y'all. So, people start walking out Brother Shay's house. Some of the guys there, good guys, they say, I don't know, Pastor Rob. They dapping me up. All this, giving me the soul brother handshake. Pastor Rob, you might be wrong on this one, man. I told Sister Shamari, that's Deacon Shay's wife, I said, make me another cup of banana pudding. I said, I'm going to sit right here and I ain't moving until I watch the script come true. This all happened. Now, I went live that day on Instagram too. But anyway, Sister Shalante was there. Yes, she was there. Now watch this. Back to the banana pudding. Sister Shamari made me another cup of banana pudding. I said, I ain't moving. People left Shay's house. When they left the house, the scores, they started coming back. Now, what did I tell y'all to do? Watch the halftime show. Lady Gaga did the halftime show for last year's Super Bowl. Lady Gaga's birthday. Okay? I need y'all to get this. Lady Gaga's birthday. Lady Gaga's birthday is March the 28th. 3/28. Okay? 3/28. The score at halftime that they had to come back from, or around halftime, was 28-3. Lady Gaga's birthday is March the 28th. I then told everybody in the barbershop the week before that the number is 25. Watch for the number 25. The same way 2 weeks ago, I told y'all to watch for the number 35, and y'all saw who caught wreck, who dominated the New England-Kansas City game on Thursday night. So now watch this. Tom Brady, 25, y'all, had a 25-point comeback, according to Lady Gaga's birthday. It was the AFC's 25th Super Bowl. It was Tom Brady's 25th playoff win. The date of the Super Bowl was February the 5th. What is that, y'all? 25. 25 again. Okay? Now, I can tell you a lot of stuff, but I want you to understand that all sports, they use these sports as riddles to go and coincide what's going on in the government. Let me give you another example. For those that watch college basketball, Carolina, when college basketball was going on, they were fighting in Carolina about the transsexuals, the men and women bathrooms. I need y'all to get this. Y'all remember everybody was fussing about using the same bathrooms? That was done in the Carolinas. Well, everybody from Carolina won the championship that year. Even the woman, watch this, while they were fighting and making rules, while they were fighting and making the rules to how they were going to do the bathroom deal, the women's college basketball finals were going on. Listen good. And the winner was the Lady Cox. Look at how they play games with you. The Lady Cox won in the Carolinas while they were in Carolina fighting over the new laws that would apply to both same-sex bathrooms and things of that nature. Okay? Now, while the trannies were debating, Transformers, I call them, while they were debating, no disrespect, while they were debating, the Lady Cox were winning their championship. Now, I got to get to this. What's going on right now? Because I'm moving slow, but I got to lay this groundwork. What's going on now? What's going on now is staged. Let me give y'all some history, okay? Let me give y'all some history. Are y'all there? I'm going to give y'all some history. The civil rights movement, who would you say? Okay? That's right, Deacon Jamal. Who would you say are the two top most important players in the civil rights movement from the 60s? Name two people quickly. Come on, y'all. Who would be the top two? Who would be the top two? In a minute, it's going to get real good. Y'all know I bring it every week. You just got to be patient. The top two civil rights activists, Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King. Deacon Jamal just said it. Somebody else said Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. Somebody else said Rosa Parks. Now, let me explain this to you. Don't y'all get mad with me. Sister Lisa Street said King, Martin Luther King. Don't nobody get mad with me. I'm getting ready to give y'all some facts. Young people said facts. I'm getting ready to give you facts. Okay? Now watch this. Stay with me. Stay with me. The civil rights movement is a staged communist. Watch this. Austin, I mean, really? Come on, Austin. Listen, the civil rights movement was a staged communist agenda, a Fabian. Now, if you don't know what that means, you know who the Nazis are, right? The people that also are responsible for NASA. If you didn't know NASA was Nazi, you need to wake up. Okay? Nazi is NASA. NASA has nothing to do with the United States in its origin. What I want to show you is this. I know this is going to hurt you to your heart. Martin Luther King. His name was not Martin Luther King. And I've told y'all before, they give these people names. Martin Luther King is not who y'all think he was. Martin Luther King was swept up in a communist watch this, a Jewish agenda. And they used him to push Marxism. By the way, Martin Luther King was a self-proclaimed Marxist. Okay? A communist. Some will call him a little Marxist. Now listen good to what I'm getting ready to tell you. Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks. Y'all ready? Don't get mad. Start researching. Now, let's start with Rosa Parks. Let's move to Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks, they told us in elementary school that Rosa Parks was this good old black lady that was a poor seamstress. Okay? Brandon Moore want to know where the hoes at. Let me help you find them. Now you got holes in your story about what we talked about. Here we go. Here we go. Now, Rosa Parks was not what they told you either. She was a poor seamstress is what they told us. And she was tired after work, and our poor Rosa Parks took a stand on the bus. Now, before y'all get mad with me, go do your research. Get this straight. Rosa Parks was not a poor seamstress that was tired after work. Rosa Parks was a paid agent. She was a paid agent. Listen good, so you know what to research before you say I'm lying. I know they taught you to love old Rosa. Okay? Rosa Parks was a paid activist. Just like these people I keep telling y'all are being paid right now. Okay? Rosa Parks was a paid activist who was watch this. You know what her job was? The head secretary for the NAACP. Yes, Sister Taliba, don't just believe it. Start researching while I'm talking. That's known fact. Sister Pauline Harris, you can go to their information. I'm going to give you the school she went to. You can go check the history of the school. So just hold on right there. Rosa Parks was a paid actor. And you could Google it, but I want you to get to good sources. Rosa Parks was the head secretary for the NAACP. And she went to a school. Y'all researching it? She went to a school called the Highlander. Let me make sure I got this right. I'm going to do it with y'all. The Highlander Folk School for Activist Training. Uh-oh. Are y'all listening? Whatever it worked. What worked? Tell me what worked. Please let me know what worked. Because I'm getting ready to show you how segregation was black folks' best friend. But y'all didn't know it. I already know y'all gonna get upset. Yes, Sister Fields. Listen, when y'all come and listen to me, don't come to hear the same mess you hear every week. You wasting your time. I'm gonna give you the truth. I am telling you right now, Rosa Parks was an agent and a push for the communist Jews. She went to a school. Google the school up. You can Google that up. Google Highlander Folk School for Activist Training. Yeah, Sister Fields, you got it. Now watch this. Y'all see it? Guess who was her classmate? Guess who her classmate was when she went to the Highlander Folk School for Activist Training? Her classmate was Dr. Martin Luther King. The real heroes is probably our family members, like Deacon Jamal just said, that really didn't go to the back of the bus, but nobody celebrated them because they were not meant to be celebrated, because they had already planned 14 years before Rosa Parks did that. They had already planned to do that, and you can go research that as well. Now, Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks were classmates. They were classmates at the Highlander. I'm repeating myself so y'all can research it. Folk School for Activist Training, which means they were trained to do activist work, trained how to protest, and trained how to do all of these things. And I keep telling you, that's what these people are, paid. Jesse Jackson also was funded by the same Jews. By the way, the NAACP, somebody gonna get mad when I say this. The NAACP was started by whites and Jews. It was not started by black people, colored people. Somebody gonna pick that. I know we're not black, but for lack of better words, I'm giving it to you. Okay? B. Givens, what's up? Okay? I need y'all to get this. That's right, Zionist Jews. If you tune into this on Wednesday, you're going to learn something every Wednesday. Okay? Sister Suge Robinson, glad to have you. Y'all should be inviting people, because I haven't even started to give y'all information. I'm going to blow your mind. The NAACP was created by a man, somebody can put the name up, who was an agent that worked for Mr. Old Man Rothschild. You know Old Man Rothschild? Old Man Rothschild had an agent that worked for him that started the NAACP. And those that started the NAACP were all white. Listen, were all white. And the only black man that was on the panel was W.D. Du Bois, who was a mulatto. He was mixed. Watch this, AACP was an orchestrated, that's right, J.D. Cooper. The NAACP was a communist, Zionist, Jewish program used to push racial tension. It was never our people, just like BET was never black people. It was Viacom. When are y'all going to wake up? Okay? Now I know y'all got to take a deep breath, but are y'all researching? Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King were classmates being taught how to do these staged demonstrations. And you need to know what the word demonstration means. Demos. Okay? Demonstration. Talk about mob rule. Now, stay with me. Because last week I already showed y'all how they control movies. And I'm going to touch on that a little bit more. And how they control the music. Now I want to show you how the civil rights movement was all started by the same people. Just like Black Lives Matter was started by white supremacists and funded by George Soros. It is not black people. It is an agenda to destroy black people. Are you listening? To destroy black people. And one of the things they push is homosexuality and lesbian activity. It's an undercover organization that's here to destroy us. And I told y'all a long time ago, leave Black Lives Matter alone. They are of the devil. But they didn't listen to me. Just like I told you about the Red Cross, I told you about the Red Cross 8 years ago. And now y'all talking about the Red Cross because y'all didn't listen. He crazy. That's a conspiracy. Oh, okay. You know now, don't you? I need y'all to get this. See, the numbers shouldn't be dropping. The numbers ought to be going up. But people are scared of this. They are afraid of this. Okay? That is right, Sister Cooper. That's right. He is part of the Ashkenazi. That's a fact. Nazi, that is. Start sharing again. Start inviting again. Because I haven't even gotten started yet. It's so much information, I don't even know where to begin. So if everybody could take a breath, is anybody learning anything? Let's take a minute to stop. Thank you, Sister Ebony. Now, it's going to hurt you to your heart. That's right, Brother James Jones. Jonathan Mallory, welcome. I know it's going to hurt you to your heart. But today we have already learned that our leaders that we love are not who we think. Now, Martin Luther King, his name is not Martin Luther King. I told y'all, like Floyd Mayweather, these names are staged. Martin Luther King was never named Martin Luther King. His birth records didn't say Martin Luther King. And his death records, if I'm not mistaken, didn't say Martin Luther King. Legally, he was Michael King. Now, why is that important? He was born Michael King. He was born Michael King. His daddy was a pastor, a preacher, and his daddy was so obsessed, watch this, in controlling his members and everybody looking to him, he one day stood up in the middle of church and said, I'm important, I'm powerful, y'all should follow me, I'm like Martin Luther. So he took and called his name Martin Luther and finished it with his last name King. Are you listening? And now they call themselves Martin Luther King as a tribute to Martin Luther. I keep telling y'all, it's all staged. Now, for those of y'all that think I'm bluffing, because somebody made the comment a minute ago, it worked. It didn't work. Black people are in worse shape than they have ever been. People of color are in a worse condition than they ever been. Don't you fool yourself. What happened in the 60s is just history repeating itself right now. This is not the first time we had an issue with people standing or saying the pledge. Go back and look at the events of the 60s. They did the same thing. Okay? Now, let me tell y'all what's going on. Segregation was colored people. I'm going to be Sister Shalante. Segregation was a best friend to people of color and they didn't know it. Now, here's how they tricked us. They put Martin Luther King, tell you why they killed Martin Luther King. They loved him at first because he was an agent. Somebody just did the research. Look at it. Okay? Hey, sad to God. I'm glad you learned, bro. Thank you, man. Please share it with people. You can see why we're hated because I'm giving it to you real. Please go do your own research to see what I'm saying is true. Now, their agenda is being completed, like Sister J.D. Cooper said, help us. It hurt us. Because watch this, y'all. We made all that fuss because we wanted to eat in their restaurants. We made all that fuss because we wanted to ride their buses. Because we wanted to be in their stores. And they made you believe, that's right, J-Dub Carter, they made you believe that white folks who's in charge had a change of heart. Okay? They did not have a change of heart. White people did not say, oh, I want to share water fountains with you blacks now. I want to go out, I want you niggas to come eat in our Red Lobster. What happens is this. They hate you, black people, but they love money more than they hate you. And what happened is Wall Street was in full effect. If you don't know about Black Wall Street, go research. There were more black millionaires. There was more black independent-owned businesses. We had our own stuff. Do you know why we had our own stuff? Because they wouldn't let us spend money in theirs. Well, what happens? Thank you, Brother Deron Patron. What happens? When they saw that we were making money, the secret to success after serving God, we know God is number one. People suffer because they don't serve God. The thing that keeps us in bondage is independent financial freedom. Okay? Independent financial freedom. So what they said is, if we don't let these niggers in a restaurant, if we don't let these niggers come eat in our, that's right, all black banks are gone now. And by the way, the Bank of America is not the Bank of America. Don't go nowhere. I ain't talking about this the whole time. In a minute, I'm going to expose the whole banking system. Don't go nowhere. And I've already lost a lot of time, but I need y'all to get this. Bank of America is owned by the Japanese mafia, Lakusha. But we'll get back to that. Now, if black people had their own businesses and shop with each other, we would become empowered. And where there's money, there is power. We don't have any power. We don't have any knowledge, and we don't have any money. So what they did is they made us think that it was so good to go hang up under the white man, okay? To go do what he says. All right. To go do what he says and be around him and like he was so great, so that we would give up, okay? So that we would give up our own businesses and lose financial freedom, which could have delivered us or been one nation from mental slavery. Okay? I need y'all to get this. Yeah, please come to the church, man. Y'all are welcome. It go down in my church. Now, I want you to get this. To everybody coming in, invite everybody. I know, Brother William, I don't know, you got to keep coming in here. Now, segregation was our friend. This is us. Okay? Now, we ride right past black businesses and go shop with white folks. Because we didn't support each other due to desegregation. Now, once again, let's do a recap. Martin Luther King was killed. Now, I'm going to tell y'all why he really got killed. Martin Luther King, he was the Jewish, Zionist, Jews, communists, Fabian, you name it. Yeah, he was their puppet. he could say, I have a dream, sleep. Okay? That's right. We got powerful economic strength. We're the biggest spenders and we got the least amount of money to show for it. Everybody's telling me I'm cutting in and out. Okay? Can y'all hear me? Over? Let me know. Quickly. Because I'm just getting started. Okay? We may have to start over. Who will invite all their friends again if I start over right now? Because I only have about 40. Start it over. Can y'all hear me? We're going to have to do part 2 later. Who will share it with all their friends if I come back? All right.